Now let us see the demo of these naming rules for identifier. So here, as you can see, I have copied the same identifier names as I have used in the previous video. So as you can see in here, in the previous video, we have seen that this B hash, this is going to be an invalid one. Also we have seen that, okay, char1c, this is also going to be an invalid identifier name. This one is because it started with a number, and this one is because of non-permitted special character which is not permitted inside the operator name. So let us run this program, and if our deduction in the previous video is correct, then these two lines are going to throw an error. This line number 7 and this line number 10. Let's see. So if I just run this program, well, as expected, char1c, this is not a valid identifier name, that's why this line threw an error, and also this line is not a valid identifier name, that's why threw an error. Now one suggestion that I would like to share with you all, that although this is not a rule, but whenever you will declare some variable name or constant name, or rather let's say identifier name, try to give some sensible name instead of just like writing I1 underscore F, B underscore, or A, B, X, Y, something like that. Instead of writing that, try to give it some kind of meaningful name in the context, which is meaningful in the context of your problem that you are solving. For example, let's say some valid name can be like, let's say, uh, int age. Let's say you are solving some problem related to age of something or someone, then that can be a valid identifier name. So 50, age is a valid identifier name. Or let's say you are working with some the name of some persons or something like that. So let's say string person underscore name equals some name, etc. So all these things are valid name. Well, and as I have told, just try to use some meaningful name. And if we just get rid of all these invalid names, then, well, the program ran correctly, although there is nothing to output because we do not have any cout statement, but there is no error. Now, one more thing that I would like to share at this point, that these initialization, these are actually optional. You may decide not to initialize any of the identifier. For example, let's say this is perfectly valid if you just do it like this, string person name. And if you just run it, you will see there is no error. Also, like int age, you can decide not to initialize it with anything, just like this. So this is also possible.